are made up of rows and columns. Your rows are the numbers, and they run left and right. Your columns are the letters, and they run up and down. There are a lot of things that you can do with your rows and columns. First, if you hold your cursor over the line between any row or column, you can click and drag to make it wider, or click and drag to make it shorter. If you double-click that line, it will auto-fit to the longest length in any cell. To get to your row and column options, you can either Control-click or right-click, and your options will pop up. Let's take a look at a few of these. You can insert a column left and right. You could also insert a row above or below. In this menu, you can also delete a row. So if you need to get rid of a row, simply click Delete. At any time, you can undo or press Ctrl-Z, an action that you just made. If you would like to clear the data in a row without having to go in each cell and delete it, you can click Clear Row. You can also hide a row if you would like to. When you hide a row or hide columns, you'll know that it's hidden because the number or the letter will skip, and you'll see arrows going up and down. To unhide a row or column, you simply click those arrows to unhide. You can also resize your rows or columns so that they're all the same. So for example, if I wanted rows 3 through 10 to all be the same size, but to be bigger than what they are now, I can select all of them at the same time. I can right-click or Control-click and choose Resize rows 3 through 10. Here I can type in a number. These are by pixels, so you'll probably have to play around with it. Let's choose 35. And you'll see that now all of them are the same size. You can do the same with your rows by highlighting the rows, right-click or Control-click, choose Resize Columns, and type in what you would like them to all be. If you would like to select multiple columns at the same time that are not next to each other, hold down the Control key on your keyboard and then select the column letters that you would like to choose. You could do the same with rows. Select the row, hold down the Control key, and click the ones that you would like to select. From there, you can format those all the same at the same time. The next thing that you can do with your rows and columns is you can group them. So looking at this data here, I have 3 different months of data: January, February, December. Grouping rows will let you see a smaller portion of data. It's like auto-hiding a group at a time. So I'm going to group all of February's data together. So I select the rows that contain the February data, Control-click, and I choose to group these rows. When I do that, you'll see that a line shows up off to the left. If I click the little minus sign, it automatically hides those rows. To get them back, I click the plus sign, and I see them again. So I'm going to group all of January's data now too, and then I'll also group all of December's data. Now I can very easily hide the data, but still see those total rows. So I can see the balance all together really easily. And when I want to see the individual data from the individual rows, I just click that plus sign. You can also do subgroups. So maybe I wanted to group together the different weeks in the month. So I may select just these 5 rows and group those. And you'll see it puts another layer in here of groupings.